Hi guys, I'm a Forester here. If you're into fountain pens, and a lot of you are, I'm carrying the Pelican M1000 fountain pen that I just purchased recently. I'll be doing a review of it fairly soon. Then it's almost certain that you're into two other things, fountain pen inks and specialty papers. They just seem to go together. Now, the most revered paper for fountain pen lovers is Tomoe River paper. It's the paper that's found in my Hobonichi Techo Cousin planner. This is the one for 2022 that I just finished. But the paper is so thin that you can get a whole year's worth in just a very compact size. Now, there were rumors that the Tomoe River paper was going to go away because the paper mill in Japan was sold to another company, the Sanzen Paper Company. But I'm happy to say that Tomoe River paper will be back in my planner again for 2024 when I replace the one that I'm using now. And it will supposedly even be improved for less feathering and bleed through. Now, I have a small test sheet of the new paper. Let's go inside and see if we can tell the difference in its performance. Okay guys, here we go with the writing test. And like I say, I'll be using my Pelican M1000. This just got maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And so I'll be writing with that. That has a fine nib, and I'll be using Diamine blue-black ink. Okay, I'll be writing first of all on the existing Tomoe River paper. That's in my 2022 Hobonichi. And then the new Hobonichi gave me a copy of this. So I'll put this up to where you can read it if you want to. So that tells you a little bit about the new paper. And then over here on the back, it tells you even more. And I'll bring it in and then scroll up just in case you want to read that. You can pause the video and read it. If you want even more, you can maybe zoom in on that right there, QR code. Okay, let's get started with the writing sample. Like I say, first of all, I'll write on the existing paper. And I chose this Pelican because it puts down as much ink as any pen that I have. And like I say, I'm using the Diamine blue-black ink. So I'm writing at a little different angle, so it's hard for me to write. And this has got a fine nib, and I'm using Diamine blue-black ink. And this is Tomoe River paper. I was going to do a quote instead of just the brown fox that we usually use, but this is such a small piece, and this is supposed to be new and improved paper. That's what we're testing for feathering and bleed through. But I thought I'd use this quote. I'm having a rough start, but I think that's because I'm writing at a strange angle. Okay, when something is new and improved, which is it? And that was said by George Carlin. So what he said, he went on to say, if it's new, then there's never been anything before it. And if it's an improvement, then there must have been something before it. So if it's new, then there has never been anything before it. If it's an improvement, then there's been something before it. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the existing paper. Now let's open it up, and they give you a sample. So a sample sheet, and we're just going to pick something like this right here, and we're going to write that over with that quote. Well, I'll do the whole thing. So this is Pelican. M1000. Fine. Now I'm writing at a more comfortable angle than I did when I was this, so that might make a little difference. Notification. Okay, and then the quote was when. And another one. Leave me alone. When something is new and improved, like this Tomoe River paper, which is it? Okay, that was said by George. Did I run out of ink? Yes, I did. So that's one thing that I found about this. So I'm going to review this pen soon, but it uses a lot of ink, and it always surprises me how quickly it runs out. So as well luck would have it, it's running out of ink. George Carlin. Okay, so let's take a look at it close up. I'm going to stand up so I can show it to you. So let's look at the old or the current Tomoe River paper, and I'll try to give you a close-up. Look at feathering, and that's one thing that I really love about it. It doesn't feather. Now I found with this pen, the ink sort of lays on the surface for a long time, and you got to give it plenty of time to dry. But let's turn it over and see if we can read through it. I can see it, but it hasn't bled through. Okay, so now let's look at the new paper, the new and improved paper. Can you tell any difference? Is it sharper? Because it says it's sharper. And let's turn it over and see if you can see through it. I can see through it about the same as I could the other one, but it really doesn't bother me. So the question is it new and improved? Compare that. Let me hold them up together. I'll just do that part right there. Can you tell any difference? Is it new and improved? It's your call. Write in a comment below whether you can tell a difference and what that difference is. Y'all take care.